Obansanjo run away?
Of course. He was hiding in a civilian. MD Yusuf, who was the Inspector General of Police, told me, he's late now, may he rest in peace, that there is 1 hour missing. At the time of Muritala was killed, and the time Obansanjo went to SB Bakare's house to hide, there was 1 hour missing. At what point did Obansanjo know that Muritala was killed? Has to escape.
He told that story in his book, Not My Will.
And what did he say? He told the story that what? How he escaped.
Yeah, he wanted to know what was going on. At that time, there was confusion everywhere.
How did he know that there was a coup? What confusion?
He made calls. He made telephone calls.
To who? We want to know to whom he made the telephone calls. And who told him there was a coup?
So we have Obansanjo's book here, Not My Will. Let's hear his side of the story. On page 40, Obansanjo says, while I was with Olu, I had told my aide-de-camp to go to my office and ask those to whom had previously given appointments to wait. As soon as Olu left, I hurried in to dress up. I had just put on my trousers when I heard a loud shout outside. It was from the neighbors in the house across the road. They've heard that Murtala was shot close to his official residence, which was just within 1 kilometer from where I lived. I was struck with disbelief and utter confusion. So he first heard the story from the crowd around his house.
My friend, that's 1 kilometer. Just what he said, 1 kilometer. You heard the story 1 kilometer away.
So he now left his house.
Okay.
And this time, he is in Bakare's house.
No. Before getting to Bakare's house, how did he do that?
He left his house because in that... Okay, you want us to read for
No, you must read that he had the noise from the crowd. When he had the noise from the crowd, what did the crowd say?
I was struck with disbelief and utter confusion. Soon after, my ADC came in and confirmed what I just heard. He said he saw the vehicle and witnessed the confusion around the scene where the head of state was shot. While still trying to collect my thoughts and control myself, an old schoolmate, Mr. Akoni Amodu, came in and suggested that I should come with him to a safe location. He lived in a block of flats almost overlooking the scene and had apparently also seen the pandemonium when the assassination took place. He was still trembling when he came in. I quickly changed into Mufti, as I still could not establish the identities of the coup makers. It was advisable to be as unrecognizable as possible, if only lightly armed. Mr. Amodu offered to take me to his boys' quarters, where he thought I would be safe. I declined, explaining that as much as I needed security, I would also need communication, and perhaps more so, I had nowhere in particular in mind to go. We drove around Ikoyi as we did not think it was wise to drive out of the relative security of Ikoyi. We did not know what could lie in waiting at 2 exits out of Ikoyi, Obalende and Awolowo Road. It was in this mood of confusion, mixed with fear and anger, that I saw a house which I definitely recognized on Queen's Drive. It was Chief S.B. Bakare's house. So Obansanjo is in Bakare's house now. Let me skip some lines. He says here, I asked the chief if I could use his telephone, and he showed me into a small room. I sat down, and immediately I called the Inspector General of Police number. Alhaji MD Yusuf picked up the telephone, expressing sadness and subdued delight when he heard my voice. He was otherwise an emotionless man with a vast experience in security duties. He did not ask me where I was, just in case somebody was listening in, and I did not tell him either. I asked him to give me a situation report of what was happening. He confirmed that Murtala had been assassinated along with his ADC. An officer who was unlucky to have taken the route I normally took to work was shot near the petrol station on Awolowo Road. The officer turned out to be Colonel Ray Dumeje, who had apparently been mistaken for me. I asked the Inspector General where Yakubu Danjuma was, and he said that until a short while before I called, he was in the Ministry of Defense. So that's Obasanjo's account. What do you have to say?
He hasn't... he sent to me. He sent for me. He told... I wrote it here. He sent his ADC to call Alabi. Now, here, I decided to stay with the others, trying to put down the coup, while Akinrade searched for Obasanjo. This is my book, 438. Now, because I had threatened Danjuma and Babangida that there will be a fight if they hijack the coup.
So,
I wrote it here.
From Obasanjo's story, he wasn't hiding. He was playing safe.
You are Obasanjo yourself. How can you be playing safe when you are not hiding?
What did you expect him to do?
I expect him to call the chief of the army to put down the coup. Are you part of the coup or not? I'm not going to tell you where I am.
He eventually called him.
Wait a minute, he didn't call nobody. I was there. What are you talking about? I was there. All he had to do was, hey, are you also part of the coup? If he was able to get him. Now, you are talking about, he called MD Yusuf. The intelligence report said they couldn't find Yusuf. It was later on that they found Yusuf in his house. He said he was going to his house to stay. The British High Commissioner said he was going to take Yusuf to a safe place. Yusuf refused that he would rather go home.
He said, by the time I called back, MD Yusuf had got Danjuma's telephone number in Boni Camp. Danjuma was in Boni Camp at some point, right? Mm-hmm. As soon as he hung up, I got in touch with Danjuma, and he briefed me about what was happening and what he was attempting to do. So he called Danjuma.
I did. You know, this is story today. He didn't want to say he called Alabi Isama. Yeah, the man is...
Why is it I didn't want... okay, I can't say he didn't mention Alabi Isama because I've not read every page of the book.
He cannot mention Alabi Isama.
Why?
Because he's not my friend. Why this man is still alive? Omowa is still alive. Why did he tell Omowa to call me? For Omowa to be able to call me, he had to call my family. It's part of the Rainbow security, which he knew. He had to call my family, and he knew I would give my family the location that I was.
But it seems Obasanjo have his own survival tactics, and
he
works for him.
Of course.
He works for him.
Of course, that's destiny. That's what you call kismet.
His strategy might be different from yours.
Look, I am not arguing this point. I am saying, why did he call me?
So did you see him eventually?
Why would I see him? I didn't have to see him. I didn't.
He sent somebody to call you.
Yes.
Did you go?
I didn't.
Why?
I told Akinrade to do that while I stayed with Danjuma and Babangida because they were speaking in Hausa. I wrote it in my book.
Did Akinrade see him?
I won't know that. Because he wrote in his book that Akinrade came to drive him. Akinrade came to drive him to his first meeting. Akinrade was not a driver. He was the general officer commanding one division of Nigerian Army. So he would have known what we went through to be able to get him to the first meeting.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
That is Brigadier General Alabi Isama, the 85-year-old soldier. he likes soldiering. It is about the dim